Congratulations! You have successfully grown a pineapple plant and just harvested or about to harvest your first juicy pineapple fruit. What do you do after this harvest? Do you know that you can actually get more pineapple fruit from this single plant? There are some key things that you have to do to make this possible. In this video, I'll share tips on what to do after your first pineapple harvest to get more pineapple fruit so you don't have to buy pineapple again. After harvesting your first pineapple fruit, you have two main options. Option 1 is just to pull out the old plant, refurbish the original soil, and regrow a new pineapple plant from the crown, slips or suckers. As you see later in this video, under some circumstances, this option may be the best. However, under most cases, option 2 is the best. So what happens in option 2? You may ask. It's simple. Just nurture the old plant by providing nutrients and water. This is the secret to getting another pineapple fruit from the old plant. The good thing about this approach is that the second pineapple fruit usually takes a shorter time to mature than the first. With proper planning, you never have to buy pineapples again since you will always have fresh pineapple fruits in the garden. The key steps you have to take to achieve this depends on the pineapple variety. Some pineapple varieties produce many slips, which is the name for these palps or suckers growing at the base of the fruit, whereas other varieties produce few to no slips. They only produce suckers, which is the name for new pineapple plants growing from the bud and the leaf axis like this one. For varieties that produce slips, the slips can be used to grow more pineapple plants, but depending on the size of the slip at harvest, you may have to wait for about a month for the slip to grow big enough, that is at least 30 centimeters long or more, before breaking them off and replanting them into separate containers. This enables the slips to grow faster for a faster fruit harvest. To let the slips grow bigger and faster, you can break off a few of them so that it will be left with just a few bigger ones you want to replant. After harvesting the slips for planting, or when the slips are ready for planting, you can cut off the stalk of the fruit at the lowest level possible to stimulate the suckers to start growing if they have not already started to grow. Cutting off the stalk will break the apical dormancy and induce at least one bud to grow into a sucker. Sometimes you can get more suckers growing at the same time as seen in this example here, which has 3 suckers. In this case, you can break off some of the suckers to replant them in a new pot as shown. When breaking off the suckers, it is best to break up the ones at the top and leave the ones growing in or close to the soil, which are less likely to break off under the weight of the next fruit. For varieties that produce only suckers, in most cases, the suckers will start growing before you even harvest your first pineapple fruit. If no suckers are growing, you can cut off the fruit stalk right after harvesting the first fruit to stimulate sucker growth. All the other tips for sucker management shown previously also apply to these varieties. It is important to know the following. 1. The nutritional status of the mother plant affects the ability of the plant to produce more suckers. Make sure you provide adequate nutrients throughout the growth of the plant by using compost or chemical fertilizers. 2. When the plant is showing disease symptoms or have weak roots or is looking pale at harvest, it is best to go with option 1. Just discard a plant and start a new one from the top using fresh soil. 3. Once the suckers grow big leaves, you can trim down some of the old leaves of the mother plant, leaving the young leaves intact to support the growth of the new suckers. 4. When the sucker is not growing in or close to the soil, there's a high chance that the sucker may break off under the weight of the developing fruit, as you can see here. When that happens, you can lose the fruit even before it matures. That can be heartbreaking. To prevent this from happening, you can prop the sucker against the wall or other plants once the fruit begins to form, as done with this plant. This is my second pineapple harvest from this plant. As you can see, this here is the stalk left behind after harvesting the first pineapple fruit. The second pineapple plant grew from a sucker or a branch after the first harvest was done. Notice that the second fruit also produced many slips that can be planted to increase your pineapple population so you never have to buy pineapple again. So that is all for now. Thanks for watching. Leave a question or comment and I'll get back as soon as possible. If you found this video useful, smash the like button and or also share it so that more people can benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not already done so. Check out our other videos or see you in our next. So then, it's adios.